Allow me to introduce to you the next raid boss, Mr. Doctor!
It's Mr. Dr. Professor
Mario.
Well, okay, I mean, you get the idea. No, I'm excited for this one. This is a style. A style. I mean, like, I've used quite a bit of spirits, but check out his stats, right? 4,374 attack, negative defense. Again, you can't actually have negative stats in Smash Bros., so he's essentially at 0 defense. He has no defensive investment whatsoever. This is my attempt at a glass cannon. I've never done one of these sort of styles for raid bosses, so I'm very hopeful that this turns out pretty well. And what I mean by well is he's not going to go undefeated, okay? He's very easy to defeat. He's very easy to defeat. But at the same time, if you're not on your toes, he's absolutely going to wreck you. Trust me. Did you see that that teaser video that I had for Raid Boss Season 4? He was in that and he destroyed me in like less than 5 seconds. I already lost a stock and like it's crazy. This dude racks up damage quite a bit. So, Mr. Doctor, it is now your time to shine. Let's bring it on over to the Amiibo Hospital. Wait, no, somebody else has Amiibo Hospital. We'll just bring it over to the arena instead. Ooh boy, I'm excited for this one. So look, for this raid boss, Mr. Doctor, right? One of his greatest strengths is, well, it's his overall strength. I mean, wow. I mean, look what's happened. That was quick. I mean, like his max attack stat, right? This is what is going to carry him to wins, and it's going to be on display quite a bit today. Wow, that was really quickly. Wow, okay. I'm not sure if the first match of a raid boss arena has ever been or has ever went that quickly. Wow. Okay, that's cool. But like, look, I think a lot of his matches are going to go extremely quickly. He's either going to win very quickly or he's going to get KO'd really quickly. He's not going undefeated. I am telling you that right now. Again, it's not going to happen. But like, seriously, it felt like if you blinked, you missed that first game. So Mr. Doctor's strength is such a fun gimmick to mess around with, especially for raid bosses, because that's, you know, what I try to set out to do, you know, because I've never made a glass cannon raid boss before. So, you know, it's something I wanted to try. And now, I guess Zach's playing familiar style here. Like, luckily it's not Ganondorf, you know, because as we all know, Ganon is he's the least skilled. But you know what? It's all good, you know. Use who you want, and you know, especially against raid bosses with a negative stat like Mr. Doctor has for defense, you don't need characters like Ganondorf to win, because that doesn't prove anything. Well, it looks like the first well, I mean, yeah, technically, yeah, the first Bowser, even though they're two different people. First Bowser didn't really fare too well against Dr. Mario, but you know what? Dr. Bowser is now in the house. He has now made it to the doctor's office. He's here for his yearly checkup. So let's see if he does any better, right? And like, look, to be completely honest, heavy characters are going to have the absolute easiest time with this raid boss. Because again, the negative stat distribution is going to come into a factor. Trust me. It's like, to put it another way, it's like if you're facing this raid boss, you're literally facing a normal Dr. Mario in terms of a defensive stat. Like, there's no improvement to that whatsoever. So KOing will be quick on both sides of the ball today. From Mr. Doctor and from, well, Dr. Bowser. Or, well, anybody else in the arena. Oh, okay. I see. I see everyone's trying out heavy characters this week. I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose of a glass cannon, but I mean, okay, hey, you know, go with what you want, right? But like, again, the reason I went with a glass cannon raid boss is so every character, maybe besides Sheik, but every character is going to have a good chance to KO the raid boss, because there are a few people in this arena that come back every week or every other week, whatever it might be, that they only will use heavy characters simply because it's easier to get KOs, which I completely understand that, right? But then again, it kind of goes against the idea that I've set out since day one, right? My idea for these raid bosses are to challenge yourself, not just to input the haha big ol' sword win button Ganondorf mode. Like, no, that's not what this is about. But, you know, oh well, right? Glass Cannon raid boss allows you guys to use your actual main characters to really challenge yourself and prove if you are a raid boss slayer or not. Ooh, this one kind of intrigues me a bit. Ooh, I like this pick by Voro. Lucario? This could work out very well right here. Look, like, let's think about this logically. Lucario, with the amount of damage that Mr. Doctor does for one attack, Lucario's gonna get to max aura in about half a second. So, with Mr. Doctor's, I guess we say weak defense, or, I mean, yeah, we'll put it that way. He's got a weak AF defense, alright? Lucario could be sitting in such a strong spot with the benefit of max aura almost instantly, and Mr. Doctor getting launched fairly easily, and his poor recovery on top of that. Lucario could be in a good spot. Like, the longer Voro can keep this max aura and deal damage, the easier time he's going to have to win. This is a very smart pick, and it could turn out to be, well, a pretty big win for Voro here. Yes, he did it! Oh, that's what I like to see. People using other characters besides heavies. GG, Lucario and Voro. Ganon, big sword, go burr. All right, just watch. It's just gonna happen. Like, you don't need it against this raid boss, but go for it. Ooh, that was a nice spike on the wizard foot. I'll give you that one. But again, Ganon, big sword, go burr. Easy button. Easy stock mode. Is anyone else surprised? I'm not. Well, that last match sure was, fun, huh? No, it wasn't. Look, I just want to reiterate something real quick. For my raid boss arenas, I've always said, I said this earlier too. My raid boss arenas are about challenging yourself and having fun. Not just go big sword gets easy win button. You don't need to press that. It's not, like, it totally defeats the purpose of, like, these raid bosses, right? Like, I'm seriously considering now, maybe I just start banning, like, or even maybe just limiting, say, Ganon and Bowser, maybe once per, you know, per try. You get 3 tries in my arena, so maybe you can only use them for 1 match. Or maybe I just ban them outright. Maybe I just do it for a few weeks, just to kind of prove my point that you don't need to use the heavy hitters to only win. Like, this is to challenge yourself. It's to have fun. This isn't meant to be like a, you know, if you think you're a raid boss slayer, I'll put it this way. If you think you're a raid boss slayer, then show us without using the easy button. Okay, look. Okay, I just want to say my raid bosses have never been about, you can't beat it. Like, when I put the raid boss into the arena, it's never been about, you guys can't beat it because big, strong, super buffed amiibo is here. It's never been what this is about. As I've said since day one, these are meant, and I've said since multiple times in this video, they're meant to be challenging. They're not, you know, that's why I create different play styles. You don't always need to use, like, the top competitive support spirits. You don't always need those, although Doc does have some of those, yes, for sure. But his stat distribution makes him so much more unique and different to other ones, right? My raid bosses are not competitive amiibo. There's actually a big difference between raid bosses and competitive amiibo. Mine are raid bosses. You know, raid bosses are meant to face humans. And I take pride in the fact that I have a lot of gimmicky ones, and I don't really take them all that seriously for the raid boss approach. You know, you can have fun with it. Okay, look, we've ranted. I've ranted about that long enough. Let's go back to the action. Look, Gale Storm is here for round 2, hoping for a little bit better connection. He had a little lag in his first one, so we're not going to show that, but round 2 is here. He's hoping to avoid the doctor's office visit this week, and maybe even give this doctor a taste of his own medicine, right? Like, this doc hits very hard. So perhaps, maybe even Gale Storm could send Mr. Doctor back to medical school, because look, that down special that Mr. Doctor keeps using, I absolutely hate it. But it's hard-coded in the amiibo, so there's nothing I can do about that. It's hard-coded. I really wish he wouldn't use the move, especially when I don't teach it to him. But you know what? There's nothing I can do to change that, so it is what it is. Paging Mr. Doctor to travel. Uh-oh, Bluetooth, his doctor's appointment time is right now. Get it? Bluetooth? Because it's a blue Mewtwo? Yeah, that's funny. But no, look, he's hoping that, like, the physical that he has right now, hopefully he passes with flying colors. And hopefully that main color is blue. Okay, enough with that joke. Because it's not even funny. But look, I'm hoping, though, you know, here's hoping that, like, everything does go according to plan, okay? Because if it doesn't, we might need to call Nurse Joy to come heal you up real good. Orange Jesus has Devin breaking out here. Devin's a new player. His first time in the raid boss arena. Welcome, Devin. How you doing, buddy? But look, he's here. Orange Jesus is gracing us with his visit to the doctor's office, hoping that, like, his charts and probably even those down special moves, hopefully they're all in the correct order. You know, if you know, if something's wrong, well then, you know, you don't really want to mess around with your health, right? Even though, now that I think about it, Hero can kind of heal himself. Wow! What the? Okay, look, I get... Oh my god, that critical hit, dude. Look, I guess Hero's just not a fan of going to the doctors, because, like he sent this doctor to the operating room himself with one huge critical hit. Oh man, that was absolutely crazy. That was big. Ah, well, looky here. We got ourselves our third newcomer today. This is exciting. It's real exciting. Banana playing as Ridley. Okay. How you doing, Banana? What's up? Welcome to the arena. But, this is fun because it gives DR.Mario, it gives Mr. Doctor even more patients to treat. So, on behalf of Mr. Doctor himself, I welcome you to the Hospital of Pain and No Recovery. That no recovery part's a jab at DR.Mario because he's got terrible recovery. Like, but look, in all seriousness, if you walked into this Hospital of Pain and No Recovery and you were expecting any sort of help, well, you're just kind of in the wrong place for that. Because, yeah, we don't help around. Well, Mr. Doctor doesn't help nobody around here. Isn't that right, Mr. Doctor? All right, you know what? In all honesty, that pretty much went how I would have expected. A few losses, a lot of early stocks, a lot of just super beefy attacks. I mean, that's how I created him, right? Like I said, he was not going to go undefeated, and yet he didn't, which is fine. I knew that going in, but my goal isn't always to make an undefeatable raid boss. My goal is to make fun, different styles of raid bosses, right? Like I said during the video, my raid bosses are meant to be fun and challenging and all that stuff. So that is going to be it for this week. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you to everybody who came by this week to participate. So I guess that leaves us the sneak peek for the next raid boss, huh? Well, I can't tell you that because I don't know who it is. And the reason I don't know who that is, well, it's either going to be Banjo, Terry, or Byleth. I'm just going to tell you that. It's one of those. And the arena starts tomorrow. You want to participate against one of the new DLC amiibo? Well, click the link in the description. Join our little community, and you'll get all the details, and you'll get a chance at one of the new amiibos. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. So I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.